Good morning, everybody. Sorry for the slightly delayed start. We are here at Stoke Mandeville with Aces versus Shock Div 3. And with that straight in, the key is George with a slight bit of contact. I'm just going to straighten up the camera for the clock, and then I'll be right back with you. And here I am, back in the action in time to get Connell with a lovely interception. A little pass into Mark, and I'm sure he did not cover the path there. So that will be a foul and shots who go to the line. So happy Easter everyone watching at home. I'm celebrating the time off work if nothing else. It's always good to have long weekends. Not quite so sure about the early start. And we are 2.5 minutes into the first half. Current score is 6-2 to Aces. And Aces with an end line into Mark on the 3-point line. With a lovely pass into George. Not quite high enough maybe. But George is going to get the loose ball there. And got another turnover. And he's left open with space. Takes a shot and comes up a little bit short. But again, Connor in there for the hustle. And Shock now trying to get it over the line for the 8 seconds. Under a fair bit of pressure as the Aces make their way back. Wesley into the key. Lovely bit of chair work. Number 29 for Shock. Their coach. And right back at you. Number 5 for the Aces. A little smooth move down to the basket here in front. Back and forth. Here we are. 8-4 currently to Aces. And he can't quite keep it in. And hoping the sound and the picture is now all sorted. I'm just waiting for confirmation online. there goes Mark again trying for that drive, but as you can see, he's getting pulled up. This time actually was for the travel, so I was wondering whether he was going to get called on a charge. Shocks now relaxing over the line to Wayne Burton. Used to play for Thames Valley. Also heavily involved in the community side of the sport as well. Tried setting up something last year in hoops that I was involved with. And it's a deep shot on this near side from number 24. So what was number 24, Brandon, and we got number 4 on the shock side as George puts one in off the glass, and number 4, Jordan Hunt. I know they're both capable of the outside shot, but also susceptible sometimes for being hustled for the ball, as if anybody watched the Leicester game last week or week before, it's all become a blur. But there was a fair few turnovers there. Now 24 with a nice screen from Wayne. Not able to convert on this chance. And Connell again inside. And he is dangerous if he's allowed to get under the key. The combination of Connell, O'Donovan and George, number 28. Some really big threats. We've also got the man you see down there with a massive reach, number 6, Simon. And we have a loose ball on the far side that will go back to the Aces. So halfway through the first, comfortable lead at the moment actually for Aces. Oh, it's a lovely vision from George, just a little bit too high. Needs to be landing in the pocket for Mark, number 5. Mark Tong, very experienced player. Good pass over the halfway to get out of the 8-second pressure, and it's sitting currently with Jamie Whitbread. And Wayne, sort of person would prefer a bit of space if he's going to put up an outside shot. And that is a 24-second violation. Aces will be very happy with that. Very comfortable start for the Aces. Everybody's smiling on the benches. And again, I thought he was going to look for the dive inside the key. And George from the far side swings into Connell. Connell gets the foul, chair foul. And that's on 29. As I said, Wesley Newman. Been running the club for a long time, as far as I'm aware. He's puts a lot of effort in, always very approachable as well. And Connell's first one off the back iron. He'll go again and see if they can take it to the teens. He might get a 2 points. Oh, and that's potentially an end-line ball for Aces. Yes. So they'll take that, the extra opportunity with an inbound play. On my near side here, we got Lauren just floating around the key. But Connell this time makes no doubt about that finish. Nice and easy, sat on the block. Nobody's going to pressure him there, not with his height. And back at the other end with the camera. We're just testing out a new system with the camera and audio, so please bear with us. down, brings it over the half, looking for options. They're coming down in numbers. Did a good job of stopping Connell there. I think he was trying to go through a gap that wasn't actually there. And the ref is calling just a stop in play because the player was down in the key. Okay, I can turn it up a bit on that one, yeah. Oh, it says all good. No, it doesn't. That's me. Just checking the volume. If we could just nudge that one up a bit, yeah, on that. Just maybe halfway from where it is. Yeah, that one. Bit more. 1, 2, 1, 1. There you go. 1, 2, 1. Thank you. Slight adjustment, as I said, to the system. And remember, we are here all day. We've got a Premiership game later on as well. I might try and get a camera down on the side of the court, just to capture some of that action at half time. We'll see how we go. Oh, unlucky there. Wesley made a nice drive into the key. Found himself running out of time and space. And there's now 3 of them on that side, and there's a loose ball collected nicely by Simon. And interesting call. That was a fair bit of contact. I'm not the ref. Yeah, a fair bit of contact coming from number 24, Brandon Jones. Thanks. And the other thing with adding a camera down on the court side is we might get a little bit of the sound from the arena as well. It's always nice. Something I haven't managed to achieve yet. And we are back in play. Wayne Burton at the top of the key. And the whistle has blown. And that is a little bit of a warning going on there for George. I don't know if that was verbal. Potentially a little bit of banter going back and forward. And again, Wayne at the top of the key. Will he set himself in a bit of space? No, he's pressured by Simon. Pick is coming. Offloads the ball. Outside 3. Oh! I think the game I was watching last time, Jordan managed about 4 of those in the bit that I was watching. So they really got to be watching for that 3-point shot from Jordan. Tong, top of the key, lets it go. Oh, it's good. Friendly roll on that. Lovely spin. No change in his expression on the face. It's just business, as usual, for Mr. Tong. Ball coming over to the far side. Number 24, Shock, back to Burton. On the outside shot, it's being jumped by George. Good bit of pressure. First one up from Wayne. It's nice to see a shot coming in there from Wayne. Didn't quite make the mark on that one. And Wayne's done a fair few sort of sponsored pushes as well. Shout out to everyone else who's on that sort of thing coming up. I know we've got marathons and the like for Jono and his crew. Simon recycles the ball back to the top. Into George. What a lovely pass and a finish. How did he manage that? His wrist was facing the other way. Brilliant finish from George. Wesley, 1-2 pass over. Good job. And that takes us, I didn't even realise the end of the first quarter. And we are 18-4 to the Aces. So they'll be very happy with that first quarter. And I'll see you back in the second in just a few minutes. Okay, a slight change around for aces in the second quarter. We got Francis on the far side come in, and the man on the ball, of course, Andrew White. George in the key again. A good bit of work from Francis to crash the key early. Now, Shock, I think, in this quarter really want to be minimising any turnovers and probably making the most of their outside shot. He says that with Wesley getting straight in the key. But you see the immense pressure he's under straight away. And if you can't get that shot off, you're going to get called for that 3 seconds. Unfortunate for Wes on that one. Andy at the top. Nice structured play from aces. 2 on the block, 2 outside. Skip pass over. Plenty of space for Mark. Off the backboard. Not this time. And away comes Shock. Hunt driving down. Looking for Wayne. Goes for the long pass. Just makes it over. And Jamie trying to get the pick and roll happening. It's not quite finding it. And managed to get the shot up just after the buzzer, I think. So it's actually a 24. Or is it not? Right, let's just zoom in on the ref there for a sec. So I'm just trying to listen into what he's saying, because I thought if it was a 24, then it's 24. And if it's a jump ball stuck in there, then it's a jump ball. I think he's just trying to decide which one it is. And I think he's finished thinking that through. Sorry, I just took over your... And, well, aces have come away from it. David Kingston not getting involved in this one. And Swindon not got a lot of options on the bench, whereas Aces got a good suite of players down beneath me if they need it. Francis working hard, trying to get the opportunities, and this time Mark is the one to get the opportunity for Connell to let fly. And I don't know why it is, whenever Connell's played against me, he'll be sinking all of those shots. So he's missed a couple of them. I think he's now due for a percentage increase on this next bit. And he's going on that far side. So's George. Francis on here in this near side, number 23. George in the key. Lovely catch, one hand. Fades back, and Francis there with a little bit of hand contact, I thought. No, it was all ball. All ball from Jamie. And Wesley now the other side. Back to Jamie. Hunt trying to create a diversion. Lovely drive in by Wesley, but yet again under pressure in the key. Lucky not to get called for the 3 seconds. Looking for his options, Burton. And another 24. I think for me, they really need to sit out a bit more, get their space, and work their long shot for Shock. We know they're good at long shots, and Aces are no doubt going to be jumping them, maybe getting a few opportunities for pick and rolls. And Andy calming it down as Mark in space. Oh, signature shot off the glass. He's got quite a low arc to his shot on that, but they often go in. And again, Wesley trying to drive quite deep in the key. There we go. Jamie's set out. Oh, Wesley's in and in space. Not able to convert. And Mark with a powerful drive down the middle, finds George. George up and out. Unfortunate. Very good play from Aces. I don't think their coach will be upset about anything they're doing. Not finishing some of the opportunities, but that's basketball. Oh, a lovely pass in there. Again, he's under a bit of pressure, is Wesley. There comes that outside shot. Brandon Jones, number 24. And nicely back into zone defense from Shock as the Aces reset themselves for another structured go. And Swindon been lucky in the last few offenses. Aces not converting their points, but they're still only on 4 and Aces on 18. So if they want to make a dent, they might need to make the most of this with a couple of opportunities, good offenses of their own. We've got an opportunity on the out at the top on the 3, maybe. Wesley on the drive again. And there was a hand to that. No, there was not. No, Wesley last to touch it, says Kingston. Francis trying to reverse in the key, getting George some space. It's a good attempt. Andy at the top, and quite a lot of space actually. Lovely bit of passing from the Aces. And Francis with space and time. Oh, very unfortunate. And almost a loose ball. But they've now come away with 3-on-3 for Shock, as long as they can keep that big Connell out. Oh, and there he is. Absolutely ripped it away there. And that's a lovely recovery from the Aces. Mark able to pick up the ball, feed George. This is a good combination for the Aces Div 3 team. They now go up to 20. So a 16-point lead. Halfway through the second quarter, or just over. And it'll be Hunt to inbound to Jones. Jones on the 3-point line. Hunt giving some protection. A long shot goes up. He's very, very close. And he'll get his own rebound off that. And recycle back to Jamie. There's another potential 3, but it's actually a long 2. Yes, that was over the line, but shows his potential for those long shots. I think line him up some more. And on this side, we've got Connell trying to get curled in from Mark. Almost gets in. It's enough, he says, but not enough to convert. Gets the good shot off, and now he's trying to pick back Wes, keep him out of the offense. And then get back himself as Aces all 5 back. Long shot coming, maybe. There it is, air ball this time. Unfortunate. I think that's the right idea. As over the line with ease come the Aces. Into traffic, that's an offensive. No control of the chair for George, is what they say. Number 28. You have to have control of your chair at all times. And obviously, the person to be in a legal guarding position would have to be covering the path of the person with the ball. And they were stationary, did not move in the key. Collision occurred. Ooh, almost off on the far side down the base. And Wesley puts one in. And that's what we want to see. A little bit of a comeback here. Get some of the excitement back in the game. Where force the Aces to really play on their strengths. And there is one of their strengths. The big tower that is the O'Donovan. Good idea from Shock to try and keep him out. I like the early pressure. Shower on the far side to Connell's brother PJ, watching on, ready for the later games. Good control from Brandon, and Wesley again with a shot, and there's contact from Mark. That'll be 2 shots. Foul number 5. Mark Tong. It was Jordan, sorry, not Brandon. Jordan, number 4, did really well to keep control of that ball in that last offense during that transition. First one for Wesley, not dropping. He'll get another go. 22-8. And here we go. Oh. And that call is that the player came in too early, maybe. Might need to brush up on my hand signals from the ref. I think Jamie came in too early. George on the block. Francis curling him in. Oh, lovely little move round. He needed a little pause at the top where George is now. But George is, I'll take it anyway. A lovely mismatch shot. Brilliant job from our man Winsborough. Wesley taking control. Distributes out to Jordan. Burton. Back to Wesley. Takes the shot. Oh, and it's an air ball. And now at the other end, we've got Wayne under pressure, getting picked back. So they will have a man advantage as they come up the court, the Aces. George looks a little bit relaxed with that. He's there. And it's a great shot. He is on form. And just like that, we're up to 26 for the Aces. As Jamie puts one in. So Shock able to get back into a nice zone defense. No pressure this time from Aces, but I keep seeing Francis getting in on the far side. And he tries to take one himself. He sunk a 3 like that yesterday. Oh, and I think Jamie trying to get through a gap that wasn't there. But the game will continue. And there's pressure on that ball. It's going to get a 3-second call. And there's a 3-second call. As number 15 gets himself back in his chair. And there'll just be a pause in play whilst he gets his straps back together. I see Langdon as well on the far side watching the game. Who else have we got from the crew? We've got Liam and Josh, of course. And 25 seconds on the clock. So they'll probably wear this one down. Use every second. They're in no rush bin, 26-10. But that's it. Good control from Andy. He knows his business. And now the seconds wind. The shot comes. Oh, I thought that was it. That was a good attempt from Mark. Lovely job. Aces will be very happy with that. So we're just going to pause and I will join you back the half. And welcome back, everyone, for the second half of Aces versus Swindon Shock here at Stoke Mandeville. 4th of March. Connell sitting happily on the block waiting for his mismatch. Oh, lovely feed into Chloe. We're seeing Chloe in the mix for the first time today. Number 16. And yes, when we left, we were on 26 to 10 from Aces at the half. And now we have Shock seeing if they can make some sort of comeback in here. Starting with a shot from Wes. It's not far away at all. A little bit of pressure on the way back, helping Wayne get through the traffic. Maybe at the cost of himself. He manages to spin round Chloe. Very good job from Wesley there. Good hustle. But is it too late? With Connell in the key and Andy off the glass. Andy White with 2 points on there for him. Taking him up to 28, I believe. The scoreboard hasn't changed. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was 24 before. And Jamie on the deep 2. Not enough oomph on that one. Good work from Simon. Simon Hubbard that there for Aces, number 6. Extremely tall. That was on number 23. So it'll go back to Swindon. And if we can, we'll try and get the refs calls in the shot for statisticians' help. Oh, lovely block from the big hands of Connell. As they go on a release, Simon coming round the outside. Take their time, getting the numbers back. Andy keeping control of the situation. Feeds out to Francis, number 23 for Aces. With it looked good from here. We had a good view of that. Nice line to the basket, but a little bit short. And Wesley bringing it over. Now back in the other direction. A long turn out. And Jamie finds himself in. Lovely bit of work. And in off the glass. Well-deserved basket there. 28 to 12. Andy White has enough time. And he's almost going in to get his own rebound. Ace is comfortably back in defense. So something I'm not seeing a lot of, which I have seen in the past from Shock, is any of the transition from, let's say, number 4 or number 24. And that is against Wayne Burton. There's more players turning up. We've got another little friendly in between here as well today. And then the Prem game at 3:30. Lovely long pass, a little bit short as Jamie manages to get his hands from it. Can he get the fast break we were talking of? Not quite able to do so, but they get it over the half. Lovely job. Yes, Wesley on his own. In away from the big hands of Connell. And the shot finally up, but not in. And off of the chair of number 6 Aces, that will mean it's a Swindon Shock ball from the baseline. A chance to reset and maybe have another bite. Nice little switcheroo from Wayne. Trying to get some space for Wes. Little fake on the shot. Oh, just about makes that pass in. High up off the glass. Oh, that slow motion bounce off the floor with the pass. And now we're 28 to 12. And I'm hoping the battery lasts on the... Go on, Chloe. Yes! First points on the board for Chloe. Chloe Carter, number 16 for Aces. And it is flickering a bit. If I can change that before the next game, I will have a look, see if I can change the flicker rate. Under a lot of pressure from Connell. That's not what I would call a mismatch in the right way. But there we go. Manages to get the pass out. A little bit of space on the shot was good. He was unlucky. And Swindon able to recover back to a full zone. And Jordan Hunt for Swindon. Slightly frustrated with that. Used to taking those outside shots. Expecting them to drop. Sorry. I said that as someone jumped, that's what I mean. And Jamie finds Wayne. Looking for outlets. Very stationary. Of course, finds it hard to dribble on the ball. And that was where that time was eaten into. Needs it a little bit quicker with the passes over the half for Shock. Francis finds Connell. Connell not dropping then. Wesley making a good break. He's over the half. Good job. That's better with the passing, but can't keep hold of it. Hunt's there to clean up. Collects it. Wesley into the key. Not quite. Round the back with Brandon. And Wayne now with space. Yes, the first space shot from Wayne, and now he gets it. And that's what I'm talking about. If he gives himself a little bit of space, he can get that good shot off. Great job there for Wayne Burton. Taking Shock over 16, up to 16 now. And he sends it out. Time. A little bit of a wild one. I think they could have worked that a bit longer. And number 15 for Shock. Will he look for the outside? Minus Nero making a drive in. Lovely drive. Will he go to the line? He will. That was called against Andy. And that was fantastic play there. Good job. Saw that really early. Went for the drive. Called for the ball. And got the foul as well. So if we just go to the other view for a sec, just to see what it's like. The eyeball. That gets in the way of his shot, doesn't it? So I'll be looking at getting a second camera shot somewhere later on in the day. And he makes both of those to take us up to 18 for Shock. And Ace is deciding to take that out, take the frustration out on Wesley here. As he's going to have to work very hard to get back in D. And Connell pushing back. They've got a 5-on-4. Will they get space? Yes, they will. Simon down in the key. Lovely job. Really nice to see a link up there from Andy, the catch, and send it back to his teammate. Of course, all made easier from that initial man out. And we got 3 minutes left of the third. 32-18 to Aces. Wayne sets himself again. He'll go again. Oh, unlucky Wayne gets his own rebound. No, it's gone to the many hands and ends up in Connell's pocket as he's driving with fury down. And Simon again didn't quite manage to get control of his chair, spinning out his shot. He's he's a 3-pointer, I believe, Simon. Yeah. So he needs to get control of the chair. And that was called a number 16. And we are going for a timeout for Aces. Right, back into the action in the third quarter. Wayne Burton up to Hunt in space. And, I thought he was going to get the lucky bounce off of that one. It's a good attempt. And we are back with George, and George now on the shot. George and number 30 on the court. Is it Lauren? Surname's Stacey. Number 30 for the Aces. And of course, we've got one sub, I believe, Shock on the bench. But pretty much you're looking at their core team all the time on the floor. They're missing, they had one really tall player when they were playing against Leicester. I didn't manage to see. George getting called 3 seconds there. I wondered if they were going to get called some contact on the chair from number 4. But back in play. See how this Shock are going to set up. Looking for a dive in from Hunt. Makes a little bit of space and throws the ball. That's Stacey. Not intentionally, of course. Oh, Francis on a lovely cut to the basket. Oh, and he finishes it. That was absolutely brilliant job from Francis. That had some fury on that shot. I thought it was a little bit hard, but it went off the glass and lovely into the net. He'll be happy with that result. And finding a mismatch. A lovely pass down to Wesley on the baseline, and nothing but net from Wesley. Number 29 for Shock. Putting a few more on the board. Takes us to 34-20. Mark out to Francis. Francis' chances. Up, and he almost in. It looked good. It was a nice arc on that. And another 8-second call just on that little fumble on the pass. I mean, it's a fraction of a second or so to make the difference as to whether that is a success or struggling to get it out. At the moment, Shock just not quite finding their rhythm with their outlet passes. Now that was a beautiful basket. Number 5 from the Aces. Mr. Tong back in the action. And Dave's just going to bring that back. We had that last, where was that? I was watching a different game. And they just bring it back if your casters are not fully off the court when you're inbounding. Good pressure from Chloe. Oh, the steal. Good work. Nice grin on her face. I like that. And a 3-point attempt from Hunt. Tong, again under pressure. Can he find Francis? Yes. Can we get another one of those lovely layups? Not this time, but it was close enough. And here we go on the return. That time able to keep the ball under control. And will it go up? Will it go in? It's a good one in the last second or two of the quarter. What a way to finish. Nice to finish on a high. Jordan Hunt for Shock, taking them up to 22. 36 sees 22. pointing over there. If I do this camera, you can have a little look. We'll be looking at an empty court now. So just messing around with the different camera positions. Trying to get to some of the courtside action as well, because I know looking at the top view you don't always get the idea of the full speed of the game. So we might play around with that before the game later on. Or we might not, because I'm tired of all the up and down and on the stairs. And that will stay with the aces. I know Shot got one in my absence. Taking them up to 24. Aces on 36. Tong. Now he's on fire. Lovely shot there. A few bench jokes. I won't repeat. Wesley in. Didn't have enough space. They went for the outside instead. Not a bad option at all. Brandon not able to find his rhythm from outside today. And a nice handoff there to Chloe. Really showing his skills out on the court today is Mr. Tong. As they're looking for the outlets, and they've got to be careful of that 8 second, of course. They've been caught a couple of times with that. Nice drive down by Hunt on the baseline. Got a bit of space. Takes his time, sets it. More than enough juice. Too much juice, in fact. Goes over the basket. George with a wiggle. Hands off the... Oh, a lovely little bounce off the head for Wesley. George with a cut in, and again across his body. We saw that earlier on, able to really twist and turn and get the shot away and make surprising shots for his range of movement, making full use of what he's got there. Brilliant job from George. Another outside shot, and they're not quite hitting the mark. Could be an interception. No, Mark gets under control. Good pressure from Brandon. Brandon, good switch with Wesley as well. It's good defense from Shock. Not giving them any space. They'll be happy with that. Oh, the lovely little roll in off the glass. Oh, unfortunate. And 6.5 minutes left. We're in the fourth quarter, and that'll be called against George, number 28, for a chair contact as he was going to, or catching the ball, let's say. And Wayne from outside. Oh, just tickles over the one side and then the other side of the basket. Will he have another go? Set Hunt up for an outside. Yep. Takes his time. And it's up and in. There we go. Up to 26. Shock doing better in the second half. Getting a few of their outside shots working for them. George trying to get in the key. Chloe also. Good pressure. I don't think Tong feels pressure. As he, look at that. That was brilliant calmness in the countdown. That just shows the... and lovely transition from Shock here. Not able to get it to drop. And that's the Shock that I've seen in previous times when they get that opportunity to do the transition. Hitting the sides, quick passes, they can really make it work. Not really able to capitalise on that much today. Ace is doing a good job of keeping them busy, keeping them honest. Andy White on the court. Francis takes a break. So shout out to the camera lady, Erin. She hasn't heard that yet. She's on the headphones as well. Maybe she has. Oh, great stop from Andy. Maybe not. Yes, it was. Brilliant job. There you go. So 15 on the offensive. I was going to say, I didn't know what he did wrong if he did something wrong. So smooth running so far for Aces. Coach is happy. I don't want to let Swindon back into this, but they don't need to rush their play. Taking their time. 2, 1. Shot goes up. It's a good attempt. Can it get recycled up to Connell? Yes, he's going to shoot. No? What are you doing? The whole world paused. There was no whistle. I have no idea what happened there, but everyone stopped without a whistle being blown. So Connell was maybe saw something that I couldn't see from up here. And George now from outside doesn't get that one. And the outlet is looking for Wesley. Can he make it? Yes. And there's an immediate contact. I'm not sure if it was actually. If he had the view that I had, George almost got in front, like fully covered it. No, he's getting done for the eyebrow going up. That's what he's getting done for. Well, it's a Swindon ball when he gets himself right. And we've got 4.5 minutes left. And still a chance for Shock to sink a couple of threes and get back in this, or a couple of their long twos that they're renowned for. I'll just try the other cam on just for a sec. No, it should be alright. Yeah. See, I wonder if we could zoom that, but well, can't really, can I? I think if I... And then... It's probably no better, is it? What if I went... Let's just make it full screen for a minute. Alright, then we can just turn it off in a minute. We'll let this offense go through this camera. Yeah, a little bit of variance for the audience. For no particular reason. And because the inbound is on this near side, I'm seeing if I can get some of the speed of the play transferred through to the view. And Wesley should be coming into shot any second. There he is. And he's back in the action. And Brandon, 24 from Shock with a good look, but not this time. There we go. And we'll turn that view off. Lovely transition. Oh, pass into Connell. Makes it look easy. What a lovely pass. The timing was perfection. And that takes Aces up to 40. All of a sudden you feel like Shock are going to need something special to change the way this is looking. Still got 4 minutes. Oh, and that's a bit too close to George. Can't believe it. Somehow we've managed to get his own. Yep. They again pausing without a whistle. Everybody looking around. And Connell again in that position. Can't let him get there. He's a very frustrating player to play against, is Connell. If he gets to that position, he's making them all day long. Pass down. Number 15 for Shock. Number 15 taking his time. Set for the 3. No, long 2. So you almost feel like if you're going to go that long a 2, why not a 3? I know he's got it. It just means setting yourself up half a metre out so you can have a little roll in. Oh, lovely little pick of the pocket from Burton. He puts pressure on White. Clock is running down. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. And the shot goes up just in time. I've got to say he's got a very cool head as Mr. Tong. He knows his timings. Does a good job. And that was a little bit of a fumble. And they are lucky that George was there to mop up that. Good job from George. Number 28 of the Aces, scoring a large percentage of the points today. Wesley setting a screen. Off the glass and in. There we go. And there's a smile on number 24's face. That's what we like to see. Nice chair work from George, trying to press into the key. Pressure in. Not getting jumped. And he'll take that. Yes, absolutely. A nice mismatch shot. Respect due. Nothing but net from George. And trying to return the favour at this end. Jamie with a mismatch of his own. Oh, it was very close. Oh, the ball comes over. And just about kept control. Beautiful job. Beautiful juggling. Tong. O'Donovan on the fade. No. The reach back almost made it like it was an intentional fade. As Brandon, at risk of losing control of that, gets it up and get the shots from the line. He's happy about that. Hunt was also free on the baseline. And that one is called on number 30 for the Aces. He'll reset himself. Go again. Oh. And it's not as if their shots have looked bad at all. There's been a lot of good looks for Shock. Not quite their day for getting them to drop. 50 seconds left. 28 to 46. I think they'll wind down the... Is that a substitution coming in for Shock, I believe? Brendan looking for... There we go. And we are back in the action. As I said, 50 seconds on the clock. In the last quarter, I think this is a nice, comfortable position for the Aces to be in. But they won't stop fighting, as George is showing. He'll look to put any more damage in if he can. And so will Connell as he picks the pocket of Hunt. Comes off the glass. Last 20 seconds. And could be a last chance for a break. Oh, not quite the pass he wanted. Needed to be just in front of him to lead on. And there is that textbook pass into Connell off the glass. 28-48, 12 seconds to go. As the coach calls them back. And Wesley looking for options. Lovely little pass down through the traffic, but that's what I'm saying. If they can manage to pull them off. I've seen them at some competitions. We had one in Egham, and they had a lovely day of neat passing, connecting, and getting those outside shots. So we know what Swindon are capable of. And that just about calls it at the end of this game. Thanks for everyone watching this early morning game. Well, that's what I'm calling it. With Aces versus Shock. End scores 48-28. And I'll see you back for the Prem game later. Cheers. Goodbye.